Hello, fetchai Artificial Superintelligence Alliance holders, as well as Ocean Protocol community members. Thank you so much for tuning into my video. We are going to talk in this video if Ocean Protocol is going to return the FET tokens that they have in their possession. So we're going to talk about that in this video and take a look at some of the updates that we have in regards to this matter. So a number, obviously FET holders are waiting for some sort of a conclusion here to the madness that has been going on in the last couple of weeks. So let's jump into it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and follow me on X as well if you're watching over there. So what we're going to start off with here first, we had an X space just on Thursday, and this was with fetch.ai, who is the CEO, as well as we had geostaking popped on in the chat later on in the show. This is about an hour and 30 minutes into the X space. You guys can verify this for yourself. But I know not everyone has X, and I hear that all the time from some of the people who watch my videos. They appreciate these updates because not everybody has X or wants to sort through millions and millions of not I should say millions, but the ton of posts that are on there, right? Not everybody wants to spend time on that. So I'm going to bring this to you guys just so you guys are up to date on what the current status of the FET tokens is right now. So we're going to listen to this X space, and then we're going to go over to an update from geostaking that came out after this X space was done. So listen very carefully. I have my volume up as high as I can, so hopefully you guys can hear this okay. I'm going to play this and shut my mouth for maybe 2 minutes, and then we're going to go to the latest update that we have.
Please do. There's been kind of a mic check 1 2. Geostaking team just confirmed that there's been
Geostaking's a validator
slight
in the ecosystem.
change in tone. So geostaking, can you go ahead and take the lead?
Yeah. Hi. Can you hear me again? Just checking you can hear me. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's been I obviously I sit in the camp of wanting to find a resolution more than anything else. And I'm community first, whether that's Fetch, whether that's SNet, Kudos, or Ocean. So I've been in the Ocean Protocol chat to mine, and actually what I read earlier was what I read out earlier was a message that I'd actually put into the Ocean Protocol chat. I then followed up to say, Hermione, about the fact that look, you'd effectively be willing to drop everything legal if those tokens, if there could be ever conversation around those tokens coming back. Bruce has actually responded, just so you know, in the chat, and he's effectively, in fact,
he's referring to Bruce
exact wording, or I can
co-founder of Ocean.
Let me just find the exact message because there's so many messages for TGs blowing up. He's effectively said the fact that if there's a written proposal to their attorneys which can be properly vetted, digested, and digested, they will consider it, but obviously they can't. They said that they will not take any verbal offers seriously or at face value. So look, it sounds like
that's a step forward, Tom. So I do.
It sounds like there's a really good step
So I just
forward,
want everybody here to hear this, that they are expecting a legal proposal from us for the return of tokens. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yes. So what I'm saying is, so it's specific. I put a message in following up on my proposal earlier saying, FYI to the community, I just asked mine on the AMA if he is agreeable to this approach. He confirmed that he would drop all legal action if this happened at Bruce and Trent. I know things have happened, but I'm interested in a solution here so we can all move forward. Please consider engaging. I'm happy to help mediate or assist in any way possible. I think this is in the interest of all communities. And then I put in brackets, I accept that others may not agree. Bruce responded word for word, we have asked time and again for a written proposal to our attorneys, which can then be properly vetted, digested, and have received none. Yeah. Until then, we cannot take any verbal offers seriously at face value.
All right, so they want a written proposal from ASI regarding, geostaking is going to be facilitating some of this. Humayun actually continued to speak in this space, saying that he'll provide, legal counsel for this matter to take place. So he is providing, obviously, paying for the legal advice and the legal bill, I guess you could say, on facilitating this this proposal to Ocean Protocol to return the tokens, obviously in exchange for not going after them legally. And I don't know exactly how this is going to play out, guys, if they're going to return all the tokens or not. I'm anticipating, like there should have been done in the first place, I'm anticipating a bit of a bargaining, right? Because some of those tokens were made for Ocean Protocol, and there's no denying that. But the fact that they took all of the tokens and ran, didn't take into consideration that the change in price and how the business has been going since the merger had happened. And usually those things are discussed and mediated, right? You would take that to your legal team and say, how do we do this appropriately, right? So that's basically where we're at right now, and I am in favor so much of this process, guys. I want it to be done fairly, right? I don't believe that FET has right to maybe all of the tokens, but the Ocean Protocol didn't have right to all of the tokens either. That's just not the way to do it. Things need to be, you sit down like adults, sit down like professionals, and figure this thing out, because really the only people that's hurting right now is the community and the price of the FET token. So let's take a look at what the latest update from geostaking is. This was put out yesterday. I was going to do a video last night, but I was dead tired when I got home from my dart tournament, so I didn't get around to doing it until now. But I did share this on my X page for you guys, just to stay up to date with the latest news. But here, giving you guys an updated video now. So just to set expectations clearly, a working group of community members has now been established, and obviously this is needed because the founders, for some reason, just cannot talk to each other, and sometimes this happens when you have fallouts, right? So usually, you have lawyers or legal entities or whatever, talking on your behalf. And this is really cool because since this is a decentralized project, the community members have now been, we're going to have basically a task force to get this done. And they're in the process of drafting a proposal aimed at helping both sides reach a fair resolution. Now, to do this properly, a few key questions need to go through the correct legal channels. Until we have, number one, spoken with the legal representatives we're working alongside, and two, submitted and received responses to formal questions from the Ocean team, they're not going to share any new updates because things are unfolding. They obviously don't want to spoil the deal, etc., or leak anything. So I'm completely in favor of this. Let us know when you guys know. That's all I ask, and I know you will, because geostaking has been great keeping us up to date, as well as Humayan as well. So the first call with the legal team is scheduled for the weekend, so they are working on this, guys. This is obviously, it's sad to see it come to this, but obviously we need a resolution, right? So as long as they're working on it, I have full faith that they will have every support mechanism that the team can provide to them to get this thing done. So they're working to do their best to represent the community's interests. Please bear with us while we move carefully and professionally. And thank you so much, geostaking. You guys have been, supporting the community since day one, and it's not about which side you're on. It's about getting the results, right? Because that's really what we need at this point in time. We can take a look here. I know, guys, the price, but we are back up above 27 cents right now. I think we have a light at the end of the tunnel, in my opinion. Could this take a little bit of time? Sure. I mean, it could take weeks, could maybe take months. It might only take days. We just don't know how exactly this is going to unfold. It depends on how black and white things are with their their contractual agreements, and what each team is willing to kind of sacrifice. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here, but I do have faith that they're going to pull through, right? That's just how I feel. And obviously I have added to my bags, because I believe that we have seen the bottom, unless they come back and say, we're not able to make a deal. We're just bunting heads and this is going to take, lawsuit kind of thing. So hopefully it doesn't come to that. Hopefully we're able to see some sort of an agreement come through here, guys. But, in my opinion, unless we, get some very, very bad news, I think that we're sitting okay right now. And I think that, and like I said, personally, like I've said, personally, I have picked up more FET. I did post that when I did make my purchase. I'm sitting just a little bit up right now. It's just barely up at this point in time. But I think if we do get any more breakdowns here, we're looking at, in my opinion, probably 18 cents on the chart if we do get another breakdown. But as of this point in time, I think as long as the news stays fairly neutral to positive, we're going to be okay. like I said, if it comes back and they say absolutely not, we're not returning the tokens, and take us to court, blah blah blah, then we might see it drop further. But until then, I'm remaining hopeful, and hopefully you guys are feeling okay as well. It's unfortunate this had to happen, but like I say, I keep saying these guys have the best tech stack in crypto. AI crypto, FET, ASI. In my opinion, it's a no-brainer. They already have products. They're already working towards decentralized AI, and they have working products, right? And they just actually came out with their DevNet for the ASI chain. Actually, they just released information about that today. I'm going to go and take a look at that. But I want that to be a separate video because this is already 10 minutes long, and I want to try and keep my updates for you guys fairly quick. So that's what we know so far about the token return. Hopefully, like I said, guys, fingers crossed, but we need to see some results here and figure out what we're going to do with those tokens. Hopefully we'll see a burn with that as well. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and anything I figure out or find out in the next little bit, I will be sure to let you guys know. So make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, or follow me on X as well, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.